Welcome back, Internet. Our next leg in the project truck is front wheel bearing stuffs we're on passenger side right now. Driver side needs a little work with all the seals and stuff, but we're going to start with this one because I don't really know what this is supposed to look like. She got the four-wheel drive manual locking hubs, but service info looks like it's still got roller taper bearings, which I ain't never seen roller taper bearings on a four-wheel drive system. So this will be new for me, and service info is a little bit lax on how it all comes apart. We do have a little bit of an exploded view to kind of work with, and I'm just going through the wheel bearing part of it. It says remove the free running hub assembly, which is that four-wheel drive locker dilly. So let's speed up and just yank the wheels off. We'll take some of these bolts out. Hell, this one, I don't know. I don't know how long it's going to take. You can play this back at like 2.5 times speed if you don't want to watch all of this, or just skip on ahead. We got 2 different size lug nuts on this old girl, so we'll have to remedy that as well at some point in time. But let's get this thing all yanked off. And I don't even know where my glasses are. Please hold on those. Oh, there they are. I don't like stuff in my eyes. I'm pretty partial to keeping them clean. Anyway, microphone warning, play it back however you want, or move on to the next video because I don't even know how this one's going to go. Maybe it'll be weird, boring fun. Who knows? Well, it came off easy. Got that peeled off. Now let's get in here and see what you or we can see or what have you. Tip you on in. Man, this is awkward. Got some normal bolts, and then apparently this outside cover thing is supposed to come apart. I'll blow this off with some air and get that free running hub section all apart. I think we got to pack these bearings too. So I'm not really sure. Truck looks like it's been in the mud a time or two. We got the socket rails. We're going to assume she's metric, probably about the 6mm variety. Boom, 6mm variety. Move this around so I can see and work on stuff. She's more snug than I thought she was going to be. Oh, look, we got a long ratchet here. Oh, look, the long ratchet won't fit. Boom, bar. Alright, that one broke loose. That one broke loose. I don't know if I'm supposed to do like monologue stuff while y'all are just watching me do this. I don't know how y'all want to see project stuff done. Exhaust is pretty boring. I don't know how to talk through an entire exhaust video to make it sound like it's fun. This one might be a little bit different since we don't actually know, or I rather, don't actually know what this is going to look like. Hey, we got some lights. Kind of cool. We don't actually know what this is going to, I don't know what this is going to look like when I get it apart because I've never seen this style before. I like to use a bigger gun on this. That's wet. Are these oil bathed? That bolt has oil on it. Well, maybe I should get a drain pan under this. Drain pan, just in case she's got fluid in her. I really don't know if she does or not. I either ignored that part in service information or it didn't tell me. One of the two. Anyway, let's keep on ripping this stuff out of here. That one's got oil on it. This one's got oil on it. Nothing poured out of it. Okay, now it looks like it's just grease. Yep, I reckon it's just grease. Ooh, there's some fairly new grease in here. Someone else has been in here at some point, or they just never got used. One of the two. I don't really know which one. I like that close up of my face. Trying to dance around all this stuff. We'll move this caddy out of the way and move it back so you can get a good view. Service info says remove free running hub assembly. And the free running hub assembly says set knob of manual lock to free position, remove manual lock free running hub with brake pedal depressed. Guess we could have done that, but we's already down here, so we should use the bar. And it says remove snap ring and then draw out drive clutch. Well, I don't know how you can see all this stuff. Is that any better? Probably not. Drop this down. I suck at this. Right here, there's a groove. Can you see the groove? Focus. Or you can kind of sort of almost see it. It won't focus. There's a groove right there where it looks like a snap ring's supposed to go. And a snap ring is not there. Yay. I love it when people have been places before. I'll get to them. When installing manual lock in the free running hub, make sure the hub is in the free position. 10-4. Apply multi-purpose grease. That must be the install part. I guess we got the free running hub part done. And then it says remove brake caliper assembly without disconnecting hydraulic line. I think we can manage doing that. I think this wheel's unlocked. Oh, sweet. Size are them. Let's guess at a 13. Oh, dang it. 13 does not fit. Let's guess at a 14. Oh, yeah, first try. If you know, you know. Yeah, that's the right one. Make sure we're pulling the right bolt off. That came off nice and easy like. Got those broke loose. Just need to pull that off. These look kind of shiny under all the dirt too. And those are loose. We'll just set our bolts over here in the lift arm so we can be sure to knock them off later on when we're getting in a hurry and whatever. Alright. Oh, this caliper has a nice curly Q in it. Can you see it? That's probably how it's supposed to go. Alright, well, at least we can fix that now. Let's see. Let's just throw this somewhere where it's going to fall and stretch out the hose, you know. That looks like a good spot to let it fall later. And then, ooh, these things are quite a bit of mud on them. If they pull the caliper off, do we have to pull the whole rotor off, I assume? I don't know. I would have this. Don't depress the brake pedal or it'll push the piston out. Remove lock washer. I don't know what the lock washer is. Yeah, this is a four-wheel drive, remove lock washer. So this is what we're working with here. Let me blow this up just a little bit for you. Remove brake caliper assembly. That is step 2 there. Be careful not to press brake pedal, blah, blah. 3, remove lock washer. The lock washer does not look like what we have here. They got something that looks like it's got a keyed nut or something. Oh, maybe that's what this is. Oh, no, the whole thing's about ready to fall off. Well, I wonder if this is part. Oh, this is all part of the free running hub. The more you know. Got it. That is why. Okay. Free running hub extension. Set that down over there. Hey, that looks more like a lock washer that they're talking about. There's a Phillips screw right in the middle of that. And we're going to yank it out. Hey, pro tip. These are Phillips little bit deals. They come in like different lengths. I got long and shorts. I don't remember what they're called or if they got a part number. It's a Wera tool, part number Sierra 12751 Alpha Sierra or -5. It's either dash Sierra or -5. Oh, here. Sierra Tango 2751 Alpha -4. These are amazing. If you have anything Phillips, these go down deep into the Phillips and they break at least without stripping them out. These things are incredible. I did not know about them until recently. They are super awesome. So we're going to dig this Phillips out of there. Phillips is out. Let's be sure to set that exactly where we're going to lose it later. Like everything else. Next. Remove lock washer. Well, they show it on a puller. It shows it being on a puller. So I don't know if it twists out or pulls out. I assume it's going to twist out because I wonder if that's why the bearing's loose. These are very, very gross adjustments. Check this out. Can you see? Those holes is where that screw went through, and then there's a threaded portion through that one. But each one of those holes is probably a good 3/8 of an inch apart from each other, and 3/8 of an inch is fairly substantial as far as when like spinning. So we'll call that what? There's 90, 45. Man, that's probably dang near 30 degrees of adjustment that you got here. That's pretty gross adjustment. I wonder if that's why our bearing's loose, because even if we went to the next one, it may not be tight. Let me just play with this. I'm going to grab some big old snap ring pliers and turn that thing. So I'm just curious, if we try and tighten this thing, will it take the play out of that bearing? Let's just see what happens. Oh, she's snug. Let's try to loosen it, see what happens. Oh, she's snug there too. Oh, wait. I don't see any locks on it. Well, she's either stuck or I don't know how to pull her apart. We're going to just try and tap that thing around a little bit, see how tight she is. She doesn't want to move very much. I ain't got a clue how this thing works. Does it come straight off? Let me grab a little pick. Before I do this, let me look at the exploded view in here and see if I can't figure out the order. I figured it out. There's 2 screws. Let's get the other one down here on the bottom. Good thing I didn't bang too hard on it. Oh, looky there. Screw number 2. Put that up. Now I wonder what's going to happen. Let's grab our pick. Can't find anything. The exploded view just shows it's here. It don't really say like tight or loose or whatever. So the piece behind it moves. The piece in front ain't moving. Maybe I should have watched the YouTube video before. Hey, there it's just coming right off with a pick. Lock washer's got a couple detents in her, and we're gonna try and set this down halfway organized. Again, we'll throw it up here on the lift arm so that when we're not paying attention earlier, we'll go ahead and hit that with our elbow, knock it all over the ground. Lock washer's off. Then it says remove wheel bearing lock nut with wheel bearing lock nut wrench tool, blah, tool number. Or if that just unthreads out of there. So there are threads here in the centerpiece. See what you can see. You know, probably can't see anything because, you know, this is the front-facing phone of an old phone, an old iPhone. Anyway, there's some threads in there. We'll go ahead and see if this whole thing threads out. Oh, look at that. It does. Let me knock that off. She's unthreading from there. Ooh, she's a little bit tight. Okay, I'm loose. I see there's just some dirt and such in there. Maybe there is our threaded nut something or other. I'll set that down on our lift arm so we can be sure to hit it later. What's next? Step 5, remove wheel hub and wheel bearing. Okay, we will try. I don't know why I had us take the, oh shit. Okay, the whole thing's loose. The rotor's loose. Like you can see, so the whole thing's going to come off, so we got to pop our caliper bracket off, which we did not do earlier, and we don't even have the right socket over here for her. I think she's a 19. Oh, she's a 19. Yeah, okay. I should have grabbed a slightly shorter extension, but that's okay. What might do? Oh, those were not very tight. For better or worse? Hopefully for better. Beautiful. And again, we'll be sure to throw these on the lift arm so we can make it an even bigger mess when we hit that thing later with our elbow or whatever else. Got our brake pads and bracket off. Looks like this whole thing's gonna shimmy on out of here. Bearing's getting ready to fall out. Bearing's falling out. Ooh. Cool. Set that down. Oh, here's what we're looking at. We got the outer bearing here. I'll give her a wipe and see how she looks. I don't know that we need to replace these because they definitely got grease in them, but I don't know if I'll take a peek at it and make sure there's no scoring or anything. They're not super loose. Actually look pretty good. I don't know if you can see. Focus. Actually look pretty good. The race don't look all screwed up or anything. On the rear bearing, we're just making a mess. Probably should do this on the ground or something. On the rear bearing, we'll drive it out. Looks like there's going to be a seal on it. And the seal, I'll probably just run down and find a new one. If I can figure out what seal it is first, I'll try and do that. Set that old bearing aside. Hopefully I can find a number on here. Hopefully we can find one in stock locally. Don't know if we'll be able to or not. Oop, I felt some numbers on this side. Ooh, we got some numbers. We got a 25Z. We got a 57, 79, 13. I think the 57 will be the inside diameter, 79 will be outside, and 13.5 will be the thickness, which is awesome. The seal looks like it's in pretty good shape, really. And since the outer bearing looked like it was in good shape, I don't know that we're going to replace or pull the inner bearing out. I lied, we are. We're going to grease it. I wasn't thinking about that. Let me see what I can find as far as part numbers go for that seal, because we'll have to probably destroy that to get the actual bearing out. Okay, we found a seal that is the 57 inner, 79 outer, but it's a little bit shorter. We're going to risk it. It's not like it's holding oil or anything. We're going to risk it. Let's see if we can't knock this dude out of there. We got a couple blocks of wood. Let's see if we can't set her up on there and, make another mess. Probably should do this on the ground. Remember that when I destroy everything up here. I said we should do it on the ground. Use the brass punch. Get our safety squint pluses on. See how easy she comes out. Ooh, I think she's coming pretty easily. I think. Ooh, maybe. Hey, she came out. Let me clean up here a second. Right, so worst case, we might be able to reuse this little girl. We're not going to try to though, but then at least we didn't destroy her too much, so that I should at least be able to pull some numbers off in the event that the one I found is not going to work. Should really get a better work table. Oh well. Those bearings look pretty good. See what you can see. Get in the camera. They're not scored or anything. So I think we're good on bearings. We'll just run out and grab us a couple new seals, because we're going to do the opposite side too. Grab us a couple new seals. We'll clean these, repack them, put it back together, see if we get rid of all that play. Oh yeah, that's let me bring you around here. I don't remember if I actually said that or not. The reason I'm doing this whole thing anyway is because we got a little bit of excess play in the front. You're always going to have a little bit of play in these roller taper bearings, but I like them just a little bit more snug than they were. I was thinking about taking a measurement, but I don't have any really good thing to clip like a dial indicator on. I think, but it's coming from 10 or 20 years ago memory. I think like the run out, they call it, or the end play, or whatever you want to call it, the axial movement, whatever, is like 10 thousandths, I think was the limit. And this is definitely more than that. And I think they measure that at the wheel. I don't know. Maybe I'm making this stuff up, but I thought I read it somewhere a long time ago on another car, and they were all pretty close. I'm going to go find some new seals out and about wherever, and we'll come back and get this thing put back together. Oh, yeah. When we finish do the bearings, getting them tight, and it needs a steering center link because it's got play in one of the joints, we're going to get a line too, so that's another reason we're doing this. But let me show you this tire. This is the right front tire. This is the inside of the wheel. And we're also getting a little bit of wear on the inside edge. And so I think that wear on the inside edge obviously is going to need alignment too. But when we got too much play in our bearing, we've got a little bit of negative camber. And so it'll wear that inside edge of that tire. But that's the thing I'm mostly been worried about with it, is chewing these tires up. Don't want to drive it too much. with that tire getting chewed up like that. That's also why I wanted to start on this side. But I think the other side can go pretty easy whenever we get to it. I'm gonna go find some seals and come back down. We are back from our errands running and finding new seals and such. We did find the correct seal. The depth of that seal that we were talking about earlier in the description of the seal says it's shallower, but the actual seal is about the same. It's got the same numbers on it. We're using the Precision 710072 on this old dude. There you go. And it is pretty well identical. We got our big fat socket. This one has like a dust boot thing on the outside of it. When we get those, I like to use the big socket because it'll fit inside of that big socket. If you kind of spin it around a little bit, then it'll sit in the inside. It even holds it in there for you, like so. So we'll get that pushed in there nice and evenly. It's turned into a princess also because I hate grease. We got our big roll of paper towels. Let's clean this one, and I don't know, oh there it is. We'll clean this, get our bearing greased and installed. There's our old bearing, and I'm gonna try my best to not start hollering and screaming at this stupid bird that just flew in the shop. The last 2 or 3 days, I've had 2 birds, I think they're sparrows, I don't really know, but they keep coming in here, and I keep lowering the garage doors. The doors are only open like 4 feet, and they fly all the way down underneath that 4-foot open door, come in here, and they get stuck in the ceiling, and then yell at me for being here. Anyway, hopefully they will run out. I don't know if you can hear it, but it won't shut up either. Just wiping all the excess stuff off of there so we can put it in our packer. Put it in our packer. Most of the time this packer works. I bet a couple times where it didn't want to, if it's too cold or whatever. And here's a pro tip for you. If your packer's a little stuck, I guess be gentle with it if you do it this way, but I got aggravated one time a long time ago, and I put my bearing in there, and it just wouldn't push grease through it. So I put this thing in the hydraulic press, pushed down on there, and it packed that bearing plumb full right away. We'll set this on a clean spot, run our tapered down. I think that's how it goes. I don't know, I don't use this thing very often. So we got tapered down, try and center it up. Man, that bird's annoying. And then push down and around. I think it's going down. Oh, I think I see grease. Make sure we're pushing the old stuff out. So I see the old stuff coming out. I don't see the new stuff coming through. I'm gonna go a little further. Man, this thing's stuff. I see some more old stuff coming. Goodness gracious. I'm so glad we moved away from this style. So there's a lot, I don't know if you can see around the outside there. It's all dark color. Obviously this is high temp red. All the old stuff's coming out. But I'm so glad we moved away from this design. The modern cars, I do not want this be a pain. Maybe I'm just a spoiled millennial. I don't know. I'll wipe all this excess off, the old stuff. That bird, I swear to you, that bird is lucky. That bird is lucky. I don't know what happened to my BB guns over the last several years. I don't know where they went. I'd be getting this dude out of here with some plastic BBs. He's lucky today. Today's his lucky day. Let's see here. But anyway, he came here to watch a bunch of boring stuff about cars, not talk about birds. I'll wipe all that excess old stuff off. Let's try to. I pretty much just budget a roll of paper towels whenever I do bearing stuff like this. Just assume that we're going to chew through a whole roll. Alright, got all the big stuff out. Throw that back in there. Oh look, we got a bunch on the side. I will also say, because I'm a princess, grease is my #1 most hated automotive non-solid. I don't know if it's really a liquid, but whatever it is, I hate grease more than I hate any other fluid inside a car. I absolutely hate grease. I don't know what it is. Can't stand it. Drives me crazy. Alright, let's try this again. See if we can get the rest of that old stuff out of there. We have to refill our pressure, our packer, whatever it is. Okay, now I'm starting to see some red stuff come through, which is good. Keep going. That's good enough. I can see some red coming through now. Our clean rack's ready. That's fine. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Probably should have had our hub ready, because we're going to go from there to the hub. Oh, come on. We got our hub. We'll just give this a quick wipe. Get most of the old junk out of there. This ain't no race car, so I don't think it needs to be perfectly spotless. I can get most of the big stuff out. I will try. Oh, yeah, we just pushed a big glob through. That's great. Did I mention how much I hate grease? I really don't know what else to talk to y'all about when I'm like not doing diagnostic stuff. There's so many people out there that are far better at small talk while they're doing whatever it is they're doing, spinning wrenches and such. And I think I suck at it. But hey, I guess you can always leave it in a comment whether you'd rather have a time lapse or walk through like this while I make stupid messes on my too small workbench here. Whatever. I guess if you're watching this, you're probably just super bored, so maybe I'm just entertaining you for a half an hour, or whatever, however long this video is going to be. Okay. Got most of that cleaned out. I can see some dark spots on the race. However, there's no grooves in it. I can't catch it with a nail or anything. It all looks pretty smooth. That stupid bird. So I think we're okay here. Let us get this thing out. Sweet. There's our bearing, as you can't see. Our bearing, got a bunch of extra grease on it. We'll rub that along all the outsides of this thing. And cover our gloves and grease. So that thing looks pretty well packed. Set her on in. Push her down lightly. We're gonna need another roll. Oh, we got two birds in here now. They're fighting. Like you got a dude and a chick, and she's mad at him. Buddy, you better not shit on me. Oh man, they're flying right over my head. In case you can see what I'm looking at, it's like my tripods, it's all goofy. Them two stupid bastards right there. Right over my head, I swear to God. If they bomb me, man, we're going to have to pause this video because the world's going to be 2 more birds short. Bigger hammer. Flush. Oh yeah, that started to go in. Yeah, she's a going. She's out there. think she's down. We'll make sure. I think she's down. Booyah. Fresh roll paper towels. We'll just wipe some of that old stuff out of there. I really don't think it's going to matter all that much. Oh, the birds are back. They did fly out for a second. Polished. Always tore up. Don't think anything in here needs to get replaced. Now we shall set this dude on there. Nice and gentle like. Ooh, filter goes. Oh yes. Filter go the rest of the way. Let her sit there gently. Oh wait, forgot we gotta pack our other seal. Okay, I'm doing my best with all this and holding the camera and light and such. If we look, so this piece with all the holes in it is I think they called it a lock washer or something. And if we look at this hole right here, which you certainly can't see, there's a hole behind it, and the hole behind it is what we screw our screws into. This piece here is keyed, so we can't turn this more than the keyway. So we're going to pull it back off. Oops, this is difficult. We're going to pull it back off and tighten that nut behind it by another like degree or two until that hole lines up. That is now what we're getting ready to do. We will hook that thing out of there. I think we used a pick last time. Try and hook it out. Probably could use a magnet. There she comes. Set that aside. Get our fairly large snap ring pliers and see if we can just give her another little bit of a turn. Oh, there she went, just a little bit. Let's now throw this back in. And you could probably try this, I don't know. It looks like everything's even. Sometimes you put it in this way or this way and it might clock it a little different. It doesn't look like this one's going to have too much of a difference no matter which way we do it. The holes look pretty even all the way across. Ooh. It needs still just like I'm probably going to say like 1 millimeter further it needs to go. Let's take it back out. Maybe. So tell me in the comments, if you watch this far, you're either like a huge fan of the weird stuff that I do, or you're really, really bored. Either way, welcome. Oh, shoot. Welcome to me being a wrench spinner today. But feel free to tell me if you want to see this project video different, like if you just rather me time lapse it or maybe show just only the action shots or show. You just let me know. All right, there's a smidge more on the Titan. Because I pretty well suck at the video thing anyway. Hey, she's lined up. And my favorite stuff to do in business and video is the diagnostic stuff. But we do get the wrench spinning jobs quite a bit. There's so many people out there that film that stuff. And it doesn't really interest me. And like we was just talking about, I ain't got a clue on how to. Oh, there's the screws. I say, well, we lost our screws. I ain't got a clue on what y'all really like as far as the monologue, talking, and turning wrenches stuff goes. I ain't got a clue what y'all want. And I guess I'll make no promises either. So if you leave a comment, I don't know if I'm actually going to do it or not. But, I mean, I'll take the feedback. I don't think it's going to be something I normally adopt regularly. But for projects like this one, I'll snug that. Click, click. Ooh. I didn't get that one in the hole. There we go. Click, click. But for, kind of weird projects that are going to be around for a minute like this one, I thought it'd be just something unique to try. We got that. Now we just got to put our hub locker back in. And I don't guess this has to be greased. Maybe it does have to be greased. I don't know how to grease this. Maybe you got to pull it apart and grease it. I really don't know. But it works pretty well. Nice and freed up. There's some grease in there. It's got ball bearings. But this whole thing would rotate with, so I don't know. The ball bearings shouldn't really need grease, I can't imagine. Whatever. We're just going to set her on in there, and I think it's got to line up with the outside bolt screw hole things. Let me clean that up just a smidgen first with my paper towels. We'll just clean up this outside here. I don't think it really matters, but I'll make sure it at least sits flush. Hopefully we keep the grease in and the dirt out. This ain't no race truck. We're not doing Baja or Ultra 4 stuff, though that would be pretty awesome. That would be a cool Ultra 4 car. Oh, there she goes. She's lined up like so. And the next thing is our cap. Oh, hey, looky there. Can you see that? There's our snap ring. Something went funky there. That should not be in there for certain. That should be on there. I don't know, maybe we're going to have to reshape this thing. I don't know. Let's see how snug she is. She's pretty snug. Yeah, she's so snug, we're going to have to go get some snap ring pliers. Okay, we got our snap ring pliers. So I don't know if this just got left out the last time someone was in here. I'll push our axle back through a little bit to get our groove available. I don't know if someone else just forgot to push this in here or if it did fall off. I'm not really sure. But this ain't this girl's first rodeo, it kind of looks like. Oof. Come on, girl. Yeah, these are snug. This, I'm going to take a guess and say this just was not put back in. There she goes. Because that's pretty snug. Now we'll just tap her on there. Ooh, clicked in. Click. Yeah. Alrighty. Just wipe that down a little bit on the outside. I don't think it matters which way this thing goes, as long as it just kind of grabs. So slide this on. Oops, got twisted. Try and line all this stuff up. I think it's lined up. I wonder if there's a gasket that's supposed to go in there too. I don't know. There are bolts. And swap out our bits. Oh yeah, we got to put brakes and stuff on too. Forgot about that. We'll do that here in a second. that one started. And bump these down. Forget how much torque this thing has, but it ain't much. Hey, hey, we got her back together. Now, of course, we'll come back and torque this to factory spec, like you do. Let's go ahead and get our get that out for temporarily. So we'll come back with a torque wrench. Get her brakes put back on her, which you probably can't see. You can probably stand right in the freaking way. But I'd say if you're not sure how these brakes go on, there's probably a bunch of other wrench spinning channels out there that are way better to watch for brake stuff than mine or than this one. Primarily because I can't even get the stupid bolt started. Oh wait, there it started. You don't really need to watch me put brakes back on, I don't say. Let's see if I can like cut and speed this thing up so that you don't have to watch this boring stuff. And then we'll come back at the end. Go. How's it go? You gotta like clap. All right, we got everything torqued down like she's supposed to be. We need to make sure this thing still works. So right now we can see the hub turns, the drive shaft does not, or axle shaft, whatever it's called. Does the axle turn on its own? Maybe. I'll get under here. It does. And so we will move this to lock. And then turn this. Boom! Now we can see we got axle shaft rotation. And we will move this to free. And then we have free spin. Boom! She works. Let's get the tire on. And button everything back up there. And then some other day or some other time or whatever's, we will do the other side. This, eventually we're going to put some new lug nuts on it too, because one of the lug nuts is a different size than the rest. And they're all kind of crappy anyway, but I'll probably do that kind of goofy looking low profile with like the special socket, not like a locking lug nut, you know, they got like the spline, I think they're called spline sockets or something like that. The only reason is because wherever these nuts came from, I don't know, but the factory spare tire wrench tool is a 19 mil, I believe. I guess I should double check. I'm pretty confident it's a 19 mil. And when you go to the parts store, they don't have a 19 mil hex that matches this thread pattern. You can only get like a 13/16 hex or something like that. I'd like to be able to use that spare tool if ever required. So in that event, we will probably just get those special lug nuts and whatever at a later date. And we will snug all these dudes up. I guess you should probably, what I call this, a ear warning, or earphone warning, whatever. It's gonna be loud. I'm gonna swap this over. got our one odd size, which I assume this thing used to have lock and lug nuts and don't no more. That's why one of these is weird. But whatever. We'll straighten out eventually. I don't think I'm going to make a video on that one though. You should know how to work lug nuts, I'd say. And we threw our socket on the ground. Get that thing picked back up. All right, well, how's this stupid thing work? There you can see me. Ending the project on the wheel bearing for this side. We'll give her a spin, and then, oh yeah, that is way, way better. I'm much happier with that. And it still spins nice and easy, so we're not putting her in a bind at all. And then by the time we go and drive it, so right now I feel virtually no play here. Virtually no play. By the time we go and drive this like a mile, like around the block, come back, it'll have just a touch of play in it. At least that's how every other one of these I've done does and works, including trailer wheels, wheel bearings, stuff like that. It works about the same way. No play here. Take it for a block trip, and it comes back. I hope that was helpful. I don't know if y'all are really interested in this stuff or you just like the truck or whatever, but hey, if you watch the video, I appreciate it, and I'll just catch you up on the next video. Probably going to do the other side. We got to do bearings, same thing on the other side, but we also got to do axle shaft because the boot's been ripped out, and then also part of the diff seal over there, and we don't know how really that comes apart, but we got stuff from the dealer that hopefully will work. Anyway, I'll catch y'all up in the next video.